You've probably heard of Baroque music, but have you ever heard of BOO-roque music?
Boaz is with a local group, Chatham Baroque, as they prepare for a special spooky show called Tales and Tunes of the BOO-roque. I hear you're getting a preview of the show, Boaz.
Oh my gosh, yes, it's been beautiful and also very spooky. I'm here with Scott, the co-artistic director. And for those folks who aren't familiar with Baroque music, I know, of course, the Baroque period, like we all know, is from 1600 to about 1750. And so you play music from that period?
That's right. We specialize in that little niche of classical repertoire, and but we do so on unusual instruments.
And so let's talk about the elephant in the room, this giant stringed instrument that's taller than me. What is this?
So this is called a theorbo, and it's a bass lute, basically. So the pear-shaped body is like a lute, but it has these extra long bass strings added to it.
Whoa, so you can get some different sounds and potentially some spooky sounds, because I know you have a sort of a Halloween-centric show coming up in a week or so.
That's right. On Saturday, October 25th, we're doing a show called Tales and Tunes of the BOO-roque, and we're doing it this year over at the New Hazlitt Theater on the north side. It'll be at 7:30 p.m., and it's kind of a look at the dark side of, kind of a tongue-in-cheek look at the dark side of the Baroque period.
And so what were some of those spookier, eerie things from the Baroque period?
So there's music about ghosts, about sorceresses and witches. There are composers who were murdered. There are composers who died of the plague. There are like dances about madness and dances about spiders. So all kinds of things that have to do with kind of the dark side.
Yeah. And speaking of unusual instruments, I also want to check in with Patricia over here, because it's smaller than a cello. It's bigger than a violin. What are we looking at?
This is called a viola da gamba. So you're right, it's body size. It actually is similar to a cello. It's more lightly constructed than a cello, so it's not as loud. And it also has many more strings, usually 6. I have my 7 string here for today. So it's 7 strings, frets on the neck, so a lot of differences compared to the cello, actually.
Yeah, very cool. And I also don't want to undersell. We've got Paul and Andrew over here on violins. And, of course, a classic violin. You love a violin. But yours is extra spooky. Is there anything extra haunted about this violin?
Oh, well, the varnish is mixed with blood. No, a little bit with the setup. We use strings made out of sheep gut, so that's somewhat...
That is sort of spooky.
And I don't use a chin rest or a shoulder rest. That's a big difference. There are a couple acoustic differences in the angle of the neck. Most notably, though, I have a few different kinds of bows. And these are both Baroque bows. You see, they kind of shape different than a modern bow. If anybody's seen one of those, they're longer, the modern bows. And this has like this outward camber, so it's kind of more similar to a bow. I don't know where we got the word bow for this particular implement, but that's my thought.
Very cool. And you had sort of another take on the spookiness of this concert, or the spookiness of musicians.
Well, I'm actually on the faculty at Duquesne University. I teach music theory, and sometimes my students feel as though the work I give them is kind of terrifying. But this is thing here. But in all honesty, it's a great treat to play with these folks, and I'm very glad to be with them.
Yeah, well, we are going to get a snippet of part of the concert. And Pascal, what are you going to sing and play for us right now?
We're going to sing and play a song by Michel Lambert, a French composer. He's known in these parts as Mike Lambert. It's a song about the shadow of my dead lover that follows me around. So there's longing and a lot of eerie in this song.
Well, the shadow of my dead lover, that's definitely something I can relate to. So I'm going to hand it over to the Chatham Baroque for some spooky music.
Que voulez-vous, jeune homme?
That is beautiful.
Yeah,
Dark and deep.
I'm not spooked out at all. Like, I'm relaxed. It's soothing.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Thank you, Boaz. Well, Tales and Tunes of the BOO-roque is happening next Saturday, October 25th, at the new Hazlitt Theater. We're going to have a link to tickets on our website.
I could have kept listening to that.
too.
Really good. Still to come on the show, before you have kids, you have grand ideas of how you'll be a parent. And then you have kids and you realize how wrong you were. We're sharing some of our parenting misconceptions after the break.